Bro, if y'all don't realize that hurt people, then you won't ever be able to make the changes in the world or be the benefit that you want to be in whatever aspect of your life or the world that you trying to benefit in any way. And when I say realize, I don't mean just like, a mindset or a belief, because when life get to fucking happening, them mindsets get forgotten. When life get to really happening, bitch, even them beliefs get questioned. But you know what you don't forget, no matter where life takes you? The things that are living experiences inside of you. If that shit doesn't become a living experience to the point to where even in the face of a motherfucker being nasty to you, you still don't forget that this is a hurt individual. Even when trying to solve problems like racism or hate, violence, genocide, murder, crime, wars, theft, fucking greed, whatever, you don't forget it. But see, most people only know that shit in theory or in mindset or in belief, because when life happens and a hurt motherfucker hurt them, they respond with hurt. So from my perspective, what I end up seeing is I see a hurt person go hurt somebody, and then that hurt person either tries to go back to hurt them or go hurt somebody else. So you constantly get to see who's the intelligent one based off how they react, how they respond, and how they live. So I see a hurt motherfucker go hurt somebody. I'm like, damn, he hurt. But let me see what this other person is and see how they respond to it. Then they respond to his hurt and his ignorance with more hurt and ignorance. Or, like I said, they go hurt somebody else, and I say, damn, he hurt too. And then all the people he hurt, let's see how they respond. Everybody is responding to the hurt that the hurt people are causing with more hurt and ignorance, because everybody's probably fucking hurt. But anyway, let's not even take it down there. My point is, if you don't realize this, and in order to realize this, you have to consciously become more evolved within yourself. You have to become more conscious. And being conscious means that your identity has been removed from the aspects of life that are material, meaning that the aspects of life that are physical, the things you can see, touch, taste, race, religion, family, friends, sex, gender, status, creed, items, sense, smells, all of that. When your identity has moved beyond your physicality or the physicality of the world, that is what it means to be conscious. Most people aren't like that. And until you become more conscious as it relates to yourself, you will not be able to help nobody else. Because when it's really time to live like that, your ignorance and your hurt is going to show. And it's just going to continue to be a cycle of ignorance, unconscious, limited identity, and fucking violence. And if you don't think that this is the current level of perception, like this is their level of perception, if we was on a 0 to 100, let's just call this a 5. If you don't think that the majority of the world's level of fucking perception, how well they can see life and what they see when they look around them or within themselves is not a fucking 5, let me give you an example. 1, people think intelligence equals memory. They only know themselves as their physicality. Their identity is limited. They only know the deepest version of themselves they know is race, religion, family, friends, status, creed, body, personality, emotions, some aspect or a deeper aspect of material creation. An identity based in something that has a beginning or an end, which is physical creation. So of course they think that the highest form of knowing or intelligence is memory. That's why they think when you read 35 books, recite them bitches word for word, valedictorian, these are intelligent people. No, these are just people with a lot of memory. Intelligence births memory. Memory holds together material life. Without memory, your body wouldn't have structure. Your cells wouldn't fucking produce the fingers. You wouldn't grow. Atoms wouldn't do what they do. Elements wouldn't exist. Memory is karma. Karma is what holds the form together. But you can't fucking know that if you can't see that. So 1, most people think memory is intelligence, but intelligence existed before all of creation existed. Because from that intelligence came the memory, which then did what it did to give us the atoms and the elements, because shit has to remember what to do. That's why if you put your hand on an open flame, every time you do it unprotected, it's gonna burn every fucking time. And the second one is this. People also think that age somehow constitutes intelligence. Like, everybody that's 30 is supposed to be thinking the same thing. Or every 15-year-old is supposed to somehow know the same shit. Or every 50-year-old is supposed to think that certain things are bad and good. It don't work like that. That's why you got 50-year-olds that are saying shit that you've seen some 15-year-olds say. And you have 15-year-olds saying the wisest shit that you may have never even heard a fucking 40-year-old say. I'm 27. But once again, the reason people think this is because they don't know life beyond the physical forms of the world or their bodies. They know nothing about what exists beyond the physicality of life because they cannot see it. They cannot experience it, aka they cannot perceive it because they have not trained their perception enough to where they can see and pierce the veil of this shit that you see around you. All they can see is what reflects light. If it doesn't reflect light, they don't even know it exists. So again, with their identities rooted in material creation or their physicality, they only know themselves as far as their body or their eyes or their nose and ears, taste, smell, and all of that shit. You feel your five senses. So of course they think that how old they are is relative to their age of their physical body because that's all they know themselves to be. I don't hate using this word, your consciousness exists beyond your body. Shit's been here before you inhabited this body. Your age has nothing to do with this. I promise you it don't. Everybody's at different levels of conscious evolution within themselves. That's why you'll see some children say the smartest shit ever. And you'll hear some older people say the dumbest shit ever. Because physically, they may be a certain age as it relates to time, what you know time to be. But existentially, the life that you know that person to be, the life that inhabits that old ass body or that young ass body is either way younger or way older than their body is. So you can have Jesus. I'm not a Christian, but let's use Jesus. Motherfucker was born on some whole other shit. Same shit. That's the same shit. But anyway, my point is this. If you don't evolve your ability to see life or perceive life, then you will only be prolonging the inevitable. If we stopped all the wars today, if got rid of all the racist people, all of this shit, like if we just somehow put on every band-aid that we needed to just get shit stable in the world and society right now, but we don't actually do things collectively moving forward to elevate and evolve the human being's level of perception so that when they look at life, they see more than what they've been seeing as a collective, then you just made the world a good place until all of you are gone. And it'll go right back because you want to change something, you change its source. The source of society is the fucking people that make it up. So if you don't improve the people, the society ain't going no fucking where. Even if it look like it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, we could fix everything that we want to fix and we could all be around here smiling. No wars, no racism. We can get everything stable for right now. But if we're still the same type of people, where our most profound experience of ourselves, the most profound way we know ourselves, our identity is still rooted in race, family, friends, religion, class, creed, nationality, objects, personality, emotions, something that the five senses can perceive. It's only a matter of time before we create another horrible ass society again, or we just bring up the next generation. Might not be in our lifetime, might not be in their lifetime, but eventually the same society that we just fixed, it's gonna come back because that ignorance is what created it in the first fucking place.
Go, he whipping the range truck. I never thought you changed your move. Look what that fame do. Yeah, better Rolls Royce. A nigga get sick of these toys. Call her John Wills booth for Shilbo brain. While I'm in Snoop, they call me Rod George Bush, cause I be fly as fucking buildings. Bitch, my life Deion Sanders, making chicken Colonel Sanders. Beat a nigga like it's Nana. Shit on